Anthony Slater here with Darnell Mayberry inside the Peak on Easter Sunday. It was a noon tip. Yeah, well, you like the Easter look on a Sunday? And a bad loss for the Thunder. They fought. They played the Houston Rockets, who are the 2 seed in the West, well from start to finish, but they lose 115-112. Hard fought, but another loss.
Yeah, you know, Russell Westbrook had a fantastic effort. Bounced back from a not so good performance in Memphis on Friday night. But he didn't have much help. You know, the bigs really got in foul trouble early. They struggled to finish around the basket. Turnovers really hurt this team. Missed foul shots, a lot of fouling. Just not a great effort team-wise. But you know, this was a tough loss. They really needed this one to hang in that playoff race. Only a half game up on the Pelicans now.
Thunder played like a desperate team. I thought their defensive energy was probably as good as we've seen. Maybe that led to some of the foul trouble. The lineups, you know, Scott Brooks was tinkering with some lineups. I thought they played end-to-end pretty well. But a desperate team, I just don't know if they have enough talent to stay with everyone they have out to stay with some of these top-tier Western Conference teams.
Yeah, and it's kind of been the story of the season. You know, they've really struggled against other Western Conference playoff contenders. I think they're maybe 2-15 now, something like that, against other Western Conference contenders, playoff contenders. So it's really a struggle to beat good teams. And right now, without all the talent there, you're seeing all of the little things really add up. You know, those turnovers, those missed close shots from around the basket, missed free throws. You know, everything is just turning into one big thing. And I think that's really becoming a problem right now. While the Thunder doesn't have the talent to make up for those little mistakes.
This was a matchup between former teammates who happened to be 2 of the top MVP candidates, who also happened to be the 2 top leading scorers in the league. They didn't disappoint. Russell Westbrook, 40-point triple-double, his 11th of the year, and James Harden, 41 points, including some big late-game threes. He was great. He was the star of the game, even though Westbrook might have had the sexier stat line.
Yeah, with the triple-double, his 11th of the season. But James Harden, like you said, the 2 big threes down the stretch. The Thunder actually guarded him fairly well tonight. You know, Dion Waiters got the start on him. Russell Westbrook was on him at times, especially late. You know, he's just a great player, and he's in the MVP conversation for a reason. 41-point effort for him. Just a great night for him.
Thunder half game up on the Pelicans. They get the Spurs in here on Tuesday night. At the same time, the Pelicans will be playing the Warriors at home, and then a back-to-back at Memphis Wednesday night. So tough games for both of these teams, kind of racing for 8th. Coming up, let's go to Scott Brooks, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden and see what they had to say about tonight's game.
It looks like these last 5 or 6 games, some of those little things are now creeping up and hurting you guys. Just how important are those going to be in these last 5 games and why you guys are still hurting?
Yeah, extremely important. We're making mental mistakes that we have to do a better job of understanding the situation. And we talked about those things in the timeouts, and we have to be able to execute those. It's a problem the last few games, and we have to do a better job with that. But you know, we will keep teaching and keep figuring out ways to get better, but we have to be able to execute those situations.
Is there anything that you would attribute it to, or why you think it's happening?
I mean, there's a few things that you can mention, but bottom lines are happening. We're all signed up to be professional basketball players, and we have to be able to execute those things down the stretch. It's really not just down the stretch, throughout the game. We have to do a better job.
One thing was the defense. You know, I think they made some tough shots. Harden makes some of the tough shots, but I think we just have to do a better job closing the game, especially the 4th quarter.
You guys did come back from 13 down. What fueled that run for you all?
Well, I think it was still the defense. I think we did a really good job on defense, and we did on picking on defense, and talked real nice. I think we protected the paint really well, but I think, like I said, we just have to finish the quarters, especially the 4th quarter.
How tough was it going inside there against Howard?
No, it wasn't that tough. I mean, it was just obviously a stronger player, but it wasn't that tough.
I feel like you missed some shots, you want back, basically, to...
Well, every day the shots are not going to go in, but you still can rebound the ball and, just try to help the team win, especially on the defensive end. Obviously it's going to be days like that, the shots not going to go in offensively, but we just can't do a better job on defensively. So.
How do you guys stay locked in to the playoff chase here?
I think we're still locked in. We just have to stay together. We just have to. We just talk about it, talk about it. minutes ago. Just I think we still had a good push and we just have to lock in and just stay together and just focus and just do what we need to do.
You guys discouraged, frustrated over the way you played the last 3 games going in, trying to make a playoff chase?
Well, of course, I mean, we're expecting like that. I think we just have to do a better job. We have 5 games.
Yeah, we got some. At least we have some fight in us. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough.
Russ, in all these close games, Scott talked about just the missed finishing at the rim, some of the turnovers. How big of a difference are those little things making?
It's huge, especially now, playoff time.
Were you anticipating Brewer to take the foul on the last play?
He did. He did, actually.
Russ, with 5 games left, or 6 games left, how many are left? 5 games? You know that a lot can happen, so how important is it for you to stay locked in, to keep the team locked in, knowing that a lot of things can happen in the last 5?
That's important, but, I mean, talking doesn't do much. You got to play. You got to come out and play.
Were you surprised they didn't call the foul on Brewer there in the last moment?
Nah, I wasn't worried. They call it, they don't.
So it looked like you guys played pretty good defense on Harden, but he was able to make some tough shots. Did you feel like you guys did play him the way you needed to?
He made some tough shots. Easy ones to start the game and some throughout the game, so he feels comfortable in the fourth.
Anybody else?
Something like that. Just try to make the right play, down the court. I got the ball in my hand so much that it's hard to make the right play every single time. But for the most part, I try to make the right play, whether it's making a pocket pass or just getting off the ball or being in attack mode. Just reading it and exploiting the defense.
Were you surprised they changed it up?
I mean, I think we're kind of beat him a little bit on that pocket pass. We kick out threes and dunk. So I think they switched it up a little bit. Give me some freedom.
Was that a tackle?
My job. That's what I do. To go out there and take the big shots. And teammates did a great job that entire game of making shots into the rim and just being in attack mode, being aggressive. And then after the fourth quarter, I gotta make shots.
Mike talked about the maturity of this team.